On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, My Hero Academia, episode 107, More of a Hero Than Anyone. Yo, what the fuck was that? I mean, this startling revelation is the definition of out of the blue. Out of nowhere, they dropped this bomb that Kurogiri, the conservator of Tomura Shigaraki and walking, talking Warpgate, is not only a Nomu, but the corpse used for this bioengineered monster is none other than the long since dead friend of present Mike and Aizawa, Oboro Shirakumo. What the fuck? I mean, let's be real, it was a big enough bomb revealing the fact that Kurogiri was in fact a Nomu. I mean, chronologically speaking, he was the first introduced, so it's safe to assume that he's probably the oldest, yet given the intelligence of other Numo we've seen, Kurogiri is definitely the highest of high ends we've encountered so far. Following up that sucker punch of a jab to a right hook straight to the fucking feels, like seriously? But I am glad and find it hilariously ironic that I'm not the only one feeling that came completely out of left field. Even Aizawa himself was like, are you sure this is our long lost friend? I'm like, you guys invaded the UA training facility all the way back in season 1 and saw me there, yet not an inkling, not a smidgen of foreshadowing? What about going up for an attack and just hesitating for a slight second? Maybe I'm not the anime detective I proclaim to be. If you guys know where they foreshadowed this, please let me know. Now, while this revelation may be unforeseen to me, it is completely earth-shattering to present Mike and Aizawa, whose interrogation of their former friend gets extremely emotional. There seems to be almost nothing left until they discover a lingering trait. It seems that Shirakumo's selflessness continues to endure, as Aizawa seems startled by the familiar words used to describe Kurogiri's relationship to Tomura Shigaraki. This is it seems the two have finally found a way past his mental defense, as we see Aizawa playing on his past altruism and bringing up his inevitable self-sacrifice, proclaiming that Oboro helped shape his core, his very essence when it comes to his teaching, his stern demeanor, his rigorous training, and yes, even his penchant for flunking entire classes were all a means to an end, to see no more aspiring heroes, much like Shirakumo, end their life way too soon. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing the ghostly visage of their former friends appear in Kurogiri's black mist, that shit gave me goosebumps. And although it was only for a brief moment, it was enough to learn two things. First and foremost, how little there may be, there are still remnants of their former friend left in Kurogiri. And before his untimely departure, we were left with one word: hospital. Presumably to answer Aizawa's line of questioning. Who did this to you? Where did they fuck with your brain? And just like that, he was gone. Like I said, for this coming completely out of the blue, what an emotional fucking roller coaster this was, my god. But at least now, in regards to the Nomu, it looks like we're heading in the right direction, especially given that fucking preview. Not only does the episode wrap up with a mad scientist looking motherfucker experimenting on Tomura Shigaraki, but it looks like next episode we'll be starting what you guys proclaimed is one of the best arcs, the best moments in this series, where the focal points shift from the heroes to the villain, with the episode literally being called My Villain Academia, where we get a nice little blast from the past as we see the League of Villains take on Gigantomachia, following up an emotional episode with an action-packed one. Talk about a 1-2 combo. Fuck yeah, who else is excited? Anyways, with all that being said and more My Hero Academia next week, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.